What's up, folks? So I'm at the Grand Ole Opry in Nashville. Check this out. LM from Columbia, Maryland. 1 star. Disappointing is the nicest thing I can say. Number 1, the location is in a mall parking lot. So if you traveled via an airplane to visit what you thought was an iconic theater, you will be disappointed. 2, you sit on an old church pews with a questionable fabric. Wonder if they've even been steam cleaned. And there's a cold cement floor. Pretty sure they bring in a hose to rinse it down after the show. This may actually be necessary because the items served at the concession stands are hot dogs, chips, nachos, pretzels. I didn't know I was going to a baseball game. 3, do not dress up. Although the tickets are not inexpensive, it looked to me as if a lot of people stopped by after going to the grocery store. 4, the artists advertised may or may not appear. So if you're dying to see a certain singer perform, do not use this venue as your opportunity to see them in person. Good chance you won't. And they will replace them with who knows what. And then becomes a very long 2-hour show. Each act is only 12 to 15 minutes, but if they're yodeling, slapping their cheeks thinking it adds harmonic value, or singing unknown, obscure Hanukkah songs, you may question why you paid money to see this performance. My fault for not reading these reviews. Yes, some people love it, great. But you need to know it is a live radio show with on-air personality as the MC, whose primary job is to promote the sponsors, which includes a lot of cheesy, repetitive commercials. I can say I've been to the Opry, but sadly would never go again. All right, check out Chuck B out of Pittsburgh. He's got 1 star in the books. I purchased tickets from my ticket tracker costing $287.67. So when they offered insurance, I said yes and paid $17 for the insurance. Believe it or not, the insurance only covers accidents on your way to the event. No COVID coverage. Grand Ole Opry doesn't help, and after hours online told me my choice is to attend the event with COVID or lose my money. Oh, that's pretty sweet. Hey, you got COVID. Doesn't matter. Come to the show or not. It's up to you, bro. That's very nice for all the other people. Delta and my hotel gave me a full refund with only 2 days until my trip to Tennessee. But Grand Ole Opry wouldn't, after an hour on hold, wouldn't help me. I learned a valuable lesson. Never buy tickets online. Never buy the useless insurance. Grand Ole Opry only offers the insurance to scam you out of more money. I will only buy tickets when I'm in the city I'm visiting. In this pandemic, Grand Ole Opry should be ashamed of itself. Here we go. This is Zach, 1 star out of Freeport, Florida. This guy's got a profile pic of him. He just caught a bass. 1 star. Without a doubt, the single worst experience in Nashville. That is, unless you like the new version of bullshit bro country. Forget about the greats that made the Grand Ole Opry grand. Now Sideshow Bob is running the show. In the gift shop, they are a step away from becoming Sephora. And forget about buying anything with any country great that didn't have gel in their hair. Ask for Buck Owens, Roy Clark, Waylon Jennings, or really any singer prior to 2000, and some millennial worker gets this far-off stare in his eyes like you're the idiot that should be wearing bling all over your jeans. This place is a fucking insult to real country music. If there was a way I could give this a middle finger rating versus a star, I would. And the price for a bullshit tour, $35? If the cast from Hee Haw saw what a disgrace this place has become, they would definitely have words for despair and agony on me. Rest in peace, real country Mary B from Thousand Oaks, California. 1 star. Horrible experience. Staff was rude. Went to see Carly Pearce and Ricky Skaggs. Ricky was a no-show, and Carly played 4 songs. 1.5 hours of bluegrass and commercials. The mask patrols were out of control. If your mask slipped down below your nose, you were warned. If it happened again, you were kicked out. Medical conditions were not recognized. If you were unable to wear a mask for medical reasons, don't go. They will make you wear one or ask you to leave. Many were asked to leave. I have video of it. Don't waste your time or money here. So disappointing. Here's Mary J from Columbia, South Carolina. So much for Southern hospitality. Our long-anticipated holiday in Nashville was just disrupted by a winter storm, causing us to have to miss the Old Opry tomorrow night. I called the box office in tears. Non-refundable tickets, I'm told. Too bad, so sad for us. Do not ever park in that lot. They scam you big time. It takes forever to get out. Park at the mall instead and get out fast and free. That was John. All right, here we go. This is Susan from Ann Arbor, Michigan, 1 star. I entered a world I did not know existed anymore. First of all, apparently they do a simulcast on AM radio. If you're under the age of 60, as I am, you may not know that AM radio exists. Apparently it still does. Each 30-minute segment is bookended with 2 solid full-minute commercials for crappy restaurants and health insurance companies spoken by a deep-voiced announcer who is not doing this ironically. They are hosted by an octogenarian who makes the kind of jokes one remembers from watching Lawrence Welk with your long-dead grandmother. My experience started with a number by said octogenarian MC, followed by a trio of women in their late 60s accompanied by their father who made jokes about how he was saddled by having all girls. Apparently something he hasn't gotten over in 60 plus years. Why? Because girls statistically succeed more than boys. I suppose they wouldn't know that given their advanced age. Their number was followed by another octogenarian guy who wrote some song I think I've heard before about being a piece of coal but could be a diamond. His drunken rambling, his next incoherently slurred song, and his drunken exit. The MC then did a spoken word number with backup singers who struggled to hold a tune on a countrified hymnal, which honestly could be a regular SNL skit. Closing out this set was the Opry Square Dancers, a medium meant for radio, like Irish step dancing without the choreography. The final set was emceed by an octogenarian woman who made weirdly sexual jokes, which was not at all like my long-dead grandmother watching Lawrence Welk. She introduced a heavily made-up, bleached blonde who told a story about now she'd come to Nashville and tended bar, then sang a song that she wrote, but did not play an instrument, about being a pretend friend as a bartender. The female octogenarian MC sang 2 songs that were not sung particularly well. Then she introduced a hunk who she made more sexual jokes about and said, we'd better as so-and-so. We'd know better as so-and-so, whatever the hell that means. I assumed from the show Nashville, which I've never seen. Some people screamed by 2-3 of the audience was bewildered. He wasn't very good. All in all, it was a worthless, overpriced, terrible show. On a Saturday night, they didn't have anyone worth seeing in the whole show, and format made it unwatchable. I would never do it again. What the hell does octogenarian mean? I gotta look that up. All right, here we go. Last one. Highly recommended this place if you like listening to people talk loudly, watching the glow of phones of all the people scrolling through Facebook and the sounds of screaming babies. If you enjoy listening to live music, I don't recommend this place.